Hi Aquarius Pisces, welcome to your astrology tarot reading. This is a timeless look into how you're being guided, supported, and influenced by the cosmic alignment currently. Whenever you find this reading is when it's truly meant for you. For those of you that might be new here, my name is Gabrielle and you are tuned into Cusp of Roses, where we do timeless general tarot readings for all 12 cusp zodiac signs. Very rude, so sorry. All 12 cusp zodiac signs every new and full moon in every zodiac season. So if you're interested in that content, please make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my next live reading. All right. Love to see you guys there. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Excuse me while I straighten out our camera here. You know what I'm actually feeling for you right now, Aquarius Pisces? Third eye energy. Third eye energy, okay? Something about the veil feels really, really thin right now. And I feel as if that sensitivity, again, you guys are the cusp of sensitivity. You need to either see what's what, okay? Seeing what it is and what it is not is going to be very crucial, but you're going to need your spiritual eye to do so, okay? It's a quick little channel message for you before we get started. I'm going to go ahead and light this third eye incense. I'm going to then sound my singing bowl 1 to 3 times, depending on how I feel intuitively guided, so that we set the tone and the energy and ground ourselves and offer up gratitude so that everybody tuning in, whenever they do, is open to the messages that come forward through this reading. Remember that this is just a general reading, not a one-to-one or personal private reading. If you are interested in that, you can book that with me at my website, cusp-of-roses.com. All that information is linked down in the description box, okay? So only take what really clicks with you in this moment, leave the rest. If this video pops back up in your feed, there might be additional messages that came forward that connect with you in that particular moment, right? Because energy is fluid and time is truly an illusion, man-made. So take that, start whatever gratitude and grounding practice feels right and best for you, and we will get into your reading. All right. Hi, Angel. Thanks for being here, love. All right. Oh, wrong deck here. Let's get started. What do I need to know here, Divine? Prior to this reading here, this astrology reading for Aquarius Pisces, our cusp of sensitivity. Okay, so some of you might be having a bit of an issue staying in the present moment right now, because I'm learning how my angels and my guides kind of talk to me while I'm asking them and setting these intentions for their reading. So every time I hear here and now, there's either something pertaining to the present moment or there is some sort of struggle with staying in the present moment. Okay. What else? Okay, I just heard follow your wisdom. So this might be a situation or an energy that you've been confronted with in the past here, Aquarius Pisces. And you know how to get through it. You know how to get over it or get under it or whatever it might be for you. But there's something alarming or disruptive about this energy that might make it seem a bit more difficult to kind of reach for that wisdom and that knowledge of how to kind of do whatever it is you need to do to protect yourself, to ground yourself. to guard yourself or guide yourself. Okay? Okay, I just heard a moment of silence. Yeah, so there is a need to take some bits and pieces and moments of your day in silence. No sound, no headphones, no nothing, no distractions, no phone, silence. Whether you want to sit with your eyes closed or pay attention to the energy or the environment around you, wherever you are, and take in that presence. It's going to be beneficial for you to hear, is what I just heard, for you to hear right, for you to connect to what's trying to come in and what's being downloaded for you. Okay, so a little bit of crown chakra coming through, which is why it's important to get your third eye in alignment. What else? Anything else here for me, Divine, that I need to know prior to this reading for Aquarius, Pisces? Virgo, I just saw. Okay. Something about your day-to-day practices. So maybe this is just a quick reminder here for you, Aquarius, Pisces, to not forget your daily spiritual maintenance. Yeah. Make sure you are carrying the proper crystals if you're a crystal person. Feel free to make your own crystal bracelets if you want to wear it or carry it with you. You know, take whatever. I just heard lucky soap. Interesting. Okay. Oh, well, like tobacco soap. Okay. Maybe some of you might prefer lucky soap or tobacco soap or Florida water. Or you know, maybe even if it's just incense or something like that. There's some sort of spiritual maintenance routine that's necessary for you right now. Okay, whether you like spiritual baths every day. Maybe you carry some sage spray with you. There's just something you need to be armed with something. Be armed with something here, Aquarius, Pisces. Okay, anything else? Anything else I need to know prior to the cards? No? All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Thank you so much, Divine. What energies are directly guiding, influencing, and supporting Aquarius, Pisces in the now moment? Direct energy influences for Aquarius, Pisces in the now moment. Saturn. Okay, yeah. Yep. That could be what's making this energy a little tight, a little difficult. We've also got Cardinal. Okay, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. With Saturn, you might feel restricted, experience a bit of struggle, learn hard work and patience. Saturn also is the planet of truth. The harsher truth, though, sometimes. Okay, but a necessary truth. With cardinal energy, they are instigators, they are brave, and they have a pioneering spirit. So that's what's directly influencing you now, to be brave about something, to initiate something, be the catalyst for something. Tell me more for, okay, Aquarius, Pisces, you've got square. There we go. And you've got mutable. Okay. Square is a challenging situation, a mountain to climb. Square is an aspect in your natal chart. You've got Jupiter at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So I'm brought back to that Jupiter-Saturn conjunction that I feel like happened in, 2021? That was like a very rare alignment. I think I did an energy shift reading on there, but that might be for YouTube members. Okay, but anyway, neither here nor there. A square is when two placements or two current alignments are at a 90-degree angle from one another. So they were challenging. The energies are somewhat causing tension or are have some sort of tension between each other. So you could be experiencing a lot of squares right now with where the planets are currently. You would figure that out by overlapping your natal chart on top of the current planetary chart and mapping, like in real time. And then you can kind of do that. I believe those, you can kind of maybe even see that, I think, on a few websites. Maybe even if you check out the natal chart website that's linked in my description box for Western astrology, I believe that there is an option to do that comparison between your natal chart and where the planets are currently. I think so, okay? But what all of this challenge and struggle and restriction is attempting to support you in is how to activate this mutable energy, okay? Mutable energies are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So part of you is very mutable, right? The other part of you is super fixed with that Aquarius energy. So it could even be that your own energetic dynamics are having some sort of challenge between one another or at a square with one another. There's definitely something that's making you feel restricted. And I do feel like with Jupiter at the bottom of the deck, what you desire in this moment is to grow and expand. So that kind of parallels, right? I mean, that definitely has, ooh, that was a nice breeze. That definitely has, oh gosh, not all the ashes. Sorry, y'all. Definitely has some parallel and some connection here. Because can you really, really grow without some form of struggle? Sorry, y'all. Can you really, really grow without some form of struggle? Isn't all growth a bit of a strain sometimes? Jeez. Okay, hold on 1 second. Just in case the wind blows again. Definitely don't want to have to keep. Okay. Ah. Okay. Sorry, y'all. For those of y'all that have been with me for a while, y'all know how I get about stuff on the space here on the board. Okay. Saying all that to say, yes, you might be experiencing some form of restriction. Yes, you might feel challenged by a current situation, but it is all for your growth and expansion. It is all to activate this cardinal energy. It's all to instigate something in you. Okay? So the best plan of action here, what it seems like, is to just surrender, Aquarius, Pisces. To try to find that fluidity, to welcome in the changes, and maybe even welcome in the challenges, knowing that they're ultimately leading to that Jupiterian energy of growth and expansion. Okay? So you're not being challenged for the fun of it right now. You're not experiencing any sort of tension or being presented with a mountain to climb for the sake of it. No, it's not in vain. Nothing that's happening right now for you, Aquarius, Pisces, is in vain. It is all for purpose. All right? All right. Hi, Darlene. Thanks for being here, love. Let's go ahead and get some tarot. Oh, yeah, come on now. Spirit said, do you even need the cards? No, but we love them, right? I just love the visual representation of the messages and the channelings. The 6 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. Okay? 6 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Growth and expansion, right? This challenging situation is leading you to a victory, is teaching you how to overcome some sort of obstacle to create more harmony. You will have victory. You will find peace. You will find balance. All right? That's what that just wants to say right here in that moment. We love that. Tell me more here, Divine, about Saturn, cardinal energy, square, and mutable energy. What is going on with Saturn, this cardinal energy, this square and this tension, and this mutable dynamic for Aquarius, Pisces? All right, what restrictions are Saturn bringing to Aquarius, Pisces energies? The world. Yeah. For me, the world also comes off as like a very Saturn energy. Not sure why, but that's just kind of what I typically get. I think it's just a lot of the fixed vibes that are attached to the world. You've got your Leo, you've got your Taurus, you've got your Scorpio and Aquarius. The world, it's completion. It's the end of a cycle. So for those of you that will resonate with this, you're at the end of your cycle. You're at the end of this particular phase. And seemingly, it's the toughest part. It's like that last 100 meters in a marathon. Do you know what I mean? Where you've been running. And you can see the finish line. It's right there. And this is the time to either kick it into high gear, right? But it almost feels like you got to dig deep for that, right? You got to dig deep for this completion. But again, it just feels like you're very supported. Very, very supported through this tension, through this challenging situation. Yeah. 5 of Cups. So maybe this restriction has you feeling somewhat disappointed, feeling somewhat let down. This could be the cycle. You could be coming out of the 5 of Cups energy. That's coming to an end. That 5 of Cups energy could have had a hold on you to some degree. Yeah, look at that. You got the Ace of Wands. So that's what comes with the world. The completion of the cycle comes with a new beginning, the Ace of Wands. And there you are. Energy between Saturn and Cardinal is you, the star. So all of this, I feel like, is provoking you to release or let go of something. To let the spilled milk be the spilled milk. Yeah, you got the 5 of Swords. So something was promised to you, something or someone might have said something that they were going to be a certain person, do a certain thing for you, show up in a particular way. And having to accept that that might not have been their true intention, or that they just can't meet that promise, yeah, definitely can cause some sort of disappointment here. Because I think you were very excited. The Ace of Wands can be a lot of excitement. A lot of excitement. A lot of fire. A lot of passion. Okay? And or this is the gift that the divine is giving you. That excitement, that fire, that optimism, that passion, that renewed spirit. Because of the disappointment, the letdown, all that comes with the 5 of Cups that you've gone through recently. Okay? Tell me more about this cardinal energy. What's being instigated? Peace. 4 Swords. Tell me more. To put something to rest, which is typically the 3 of Swords, and stand in your abundance, the 9 of Pentacles. Yes. No more. And the 6 of Wands. No more woe is me. No more allowing the actions of others affect you. It's like, the question might be here, Aquarius-Pisces, where are you shouldering the responsibility for other people's actions? Someone doesn't keep their word. Yes, it's a letdown, but it's almost as if you're very used to carrying that, as if it was something wrong with you, you did something, it's your fault, where it's not yours to carry. It's not yours to carry. So Spirit wants to instigate you back into your star vibration, to remember that you're the 9 of Pentacles. And like I said in the pre-channel, you've done this before. You've conquered this energy before, 6 of Wands. That you actually have a lot of good things going for you. So it might have been hard to end a cycle with somebody or something. Might have been hard to close out a particular chapter in your life. But what comes with this new chapter is going to be so fulfilling and so exciting. And again, now that the Six of Wands have come out and it came out in tandem with the Ten of Cups, I feel like the Ten of Cups is attached to this. Emotional fulfillment, true harmony, not only with yourself and the environment and source, but with the people connected to you. Tell me about the energy between cardinal and square. Oi. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the one that flipped upright, which was the Eight of Wands. That was me being nosy, okay? Because Spirit definitely said, just take the one that flipped upright. And I was like, well, what was this? The Empress and the Magician. Now, the Magician is connected to every ace in the deck and every page in the deck. And that connecting to the Empress here, a lot of abundance, a lot of your manifestations coming in, a lot of your power returning back to you. It's almost like you forgot that you were a co-creator for a little while. You might have gone through a cycle here, Aquarius Pisces, where you kind of forgot who you were and what you're capable of. And I just heard, not anymore. Yeah, a death card. A challenging situation and a mountain to climb. Now, I do feel, Aquarius Pisces, and I say this very lightly because I don't get this all the time, but it could definitely be the situation. What might have been a bit of a mountain and a challenge is there could have been someone who has transitioned, okay? Someone might have passed recently, and that maybe was very emotionally difficult to get through. Felt like a mountain to climb. Maybe this person was a large part of your identity or a large part of your nucleus or a huge pillar in your life. And it's kind of like, well, who am I without this person here? What am I going to do if I can't call this person, lean on them, talk to them? And here comes the wind again. Trust and believe that if that is your case, this soul, this spirit who has transitioned is for sure surrounding you. It's often said that when people transition, it's because, and close loved ones transition, it's because that they can better help you from the other side. All the help that they gave you, everything that they had to give here being earthbound was completed. And now they get to help you from the spirit realm. So my condolences, okay, for anyone that is still grieving a loss of a loved one, okay? Yeah, you got the Ten of Swords. Something about this maybe felt like betrayal or just was a lot. And honestly, that's an interesting, yeah, it's kind of like the how could you leave me, how could you do this kind of vibe for some of you guys. And or it just was the timing around it was like, oh, this was the last thing I thought that was going to happen. I've been there. And that's it's quite the mind twister and bender when you're like, you couldn't have paid me, you couldn't have even told me that was going to be the situation, that I was about to lose someone that I loved, or you know what I mean, like it just, had you told me before, I would have been like, you're crazy, that's definitely not going to happen. But then it happens. So right, okay. Others of you, if this is not a death that you have recently experienced, like an actual transition of someone that you love, this could be a transition and a transformation of your own ego that you're being challenged with. So maybe it is interesting and kind of still parallels about a part of your identity that is now shifting and changing. There could have been a big life-changing event that you've gone through where it's like, I'm no longer the same. Or that part of my life, that version of my life. Like, okay, I'll tell you what I'm kind of sensing. It's almost as if, let's say you've recently had a child and this is like your first child. It's like me being a single person, singlehood, only having to focus on and responsible for myself. That chapter of my life has now ended. Because now I have this little soul that I need to guide in this life and care for, and I have to do that for the remainder of my life, right? So it is almost like a somewhat of like a mourning of that time in your life where you were childless, I guess you could say. Not that children are not a blessing, they absolutely are. Beautiful, beautiful teachers, right? Definitely gifts for certain and for sure. But I do think that someone might be kind of feeling that and maybe feeling guilty about having that type of sadness. You know, it's a life-changing event. So clearly there has been some sort of life-changing event here that almost is, yeah, it's like you can't go backwards from this life-changing event, especially with the Ten of Swords. The mindset has to change. The whole perspective has to change. And like I say with the Ten of Swords, you can either start back over with the Ace of Swords, or you can graduate into the Page of Swords and start mastering the court of air, the court of the mind, right? Tell me more about the Death and the Ten of Swords for this square and this challenge. Wait. Tell me more about Death and the Ten of Swords. Thank you. Oh, and that flew right on top of the Ace of Wands, and it's the Seven of Cups. That's so, yeah, mixed emotions. Mixed feelings. Like on one hand, excited, happy for this Ace of Wands, this new soul, this new spirit, right? Yeah, it could be what the case for some of you guys and maybe not all of you. But on the other end, I just keep hearing I wasn't ready to say goodbye, or I didn't know I would miss that so much, or I just didn't know I would feel this way. So these feelings and these emotions of being challenged by this new beginning, by something that maybe should feel exciting or you think should feel exciting, and it hasn't necessarily clicked like that just yet, could have some of you guys in, yeah, the Seven of Cups. I don't know why I feel this way. What is it that's making me feel this way? Am I a bad person for feeling like this? And the answer is no, you're not. You're not. I just definitely get a lot of overwhelmed because whatever this is, it feels like it was shifted or started or created quite quickly. Almost with the Eight of Wands, I'm getting life comes at you fast. Like that type of culture shock or that type of shift. Life comes at you fast. And I don't know how to feel about it. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles though. And the Two of Swords. It's like you're, yeah, okay. I just think that there's good things that are happening, but it's almost like the feelings aren't matching. It's like you can understand and comprehend that this is good and this is exciting and okay, great, but internally it just feels more of a struggle, more of a mountain to climb, more challenging than just like, oh yay, like I'm excited and I can be free with it. Interesting. Okay, tell me about the energy between square and mutable. Page of Cups, yeah. Offer yourself a lot of grace, a lot of compassion in this moment, Aquarius, Pisces. Like I said, if you are struggling with some major life change and major life shift here, normal, natural, do not beat yourself up about it. It is not your fault. It is not anything to blame if you're not excited about it, as people maybe feel you should be. Again, but that Five of Swords, be careful of what you hear and what you receive from the people around you, because it's like everybody processes things differently. Everybody enters into new cycles differently. If there's this feeling of mourning that's happening for this major life change that has occurred, natural, normal, where maybe it didn't happen for other people, but you're a different person, Aquarius, Pisces. You got to flow with what's coming up for you. and create a safe, nurturing, comforting, protective space. Maybe that's why I was like, daily spiritual practice, you know, keep yourself in high of a vibration as possible while you kind of process whatever this Seven of Cups, Ten of Swords energy is. Because it's almost like these things could have happened simultaneously. Like, let's just say, we'll keep with what kind of has come up. Let's say there was some sort of new life that entered into the world, but then also a passing around the same time. It often happens a lot. I know so many people who have gone through that, where they've lost someone very close to them, and then all of a sudden, new life's here, right? Like, now we're pregnant. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like I'm grieving, but I also want to be excited, but I'm also still grieving. So in that in-between stage, and it can feel a little wonky, it can feel a little difficult, because you want to be excited about the new life coming in, yet you're still mourning the life that's gone. So something, again, doesn't necessarily have to be in those particular areas. This could be, you get a new job, but then, you know, something else happens, right? Like, I just feel like there's juxtaposition between sorrow and happiness for you right now. And there's just this need to surrender to it. Don't fight it. Don't try to use logic to figure it out. And don't try to be mindful that your mind isn't beating you up for your thoughts, for your feelings in this moment. And as you're dealing with it, just surrender to it. Today you might feel really good. Tomorrow you might be sad. That's okay. There's no right or wrong in how to process this, okay? Tell me more about this mutable energy. Oh, a betrayal of someone you love, Angel. Okay. Yeah. That's definitely valid. Bring awareness to the organ appearance. Yes, yes. I do have my chakra organates here, starting with the root all the way through the crown. It just keeps my energy balanced, and I also like it to be visually seen for you guys, because whatever color you feel you gravitate towards, you might want to look into that particular chakra. Okay, so red for the root chakra, orange for the sacral chakra, yellow for your solar plexus, green for your heart chakra. We have the lighter blue for your throat chakra, the darker kind of indigo blue for your third eye, and purple or white or pink for your crown. All right. Sorry if you can hear my neighbors. Looks like they're prepping out for a little barbecue. All right. Tell me more about this surrender. Yeah, you could take care. Come on now. This is the season. Queen of Cups is coming out. It's Gemini Cancer energy. We're in the Gemini Cancer cusp right now. Slow down here, Aquarius Pisces, and take care of yourself. Okay? That is what the Queen of Cups comes to say. Tend to your emotional body. Some of you bathing, like spiritual baths, are going to be so rejuvenating for you. Make a ritual out of your bath time or your shower routine. Because for me, Queen of Cups is healing through water. Right? Queen of Wands, healing through spirit. Queen of Pentacles, healing through earth. Queen of Swords, healing through the mind, mental healing, clarity. Slow down, take care of your emotional body, surrender. Yeah, and you got the Three of Swords. So whatever this Ten of Swords, death energy, Seven of Cups, this high level of disappointment I feel about having to close out a chapter with something or someone, you got to acknowledge that it's hurtful. You have to acknowledge what you feel and not shame yourself, not try to get out of it too quickly, but really surrender to it. Right? Surrender to it in the moment. Surrender to what you feel and be honest with yourself about that. Because I get some of you trying to fight it. Like, I'm not going to think about it. It is what it is. It happened. Whatever. I'm over it. You know what I mean? Like, trying to muscle through it a little bit. And I think Spirit wants you to slow down. Don't take a step forward and just sit with the fact that, yes, this was a very difficult situation. This is a challenge. This is something painful. And It's like you got to let that energy move through you. And some of you, it's just like, I don't have time to cry. I don't have time to sit here and think about it. And that's fair and that's valid. And that's why I was saying maybe carve out just a couple minutes a day with solitude. No sound, no phone, no music, no nothing. And just allow whatever wants to come up and out of you to come up and out of you. So if you put a timer on, you only give yourself 5 minutes, 10 minutes to let it out, to cry about it. Okay. And then you get back to what you do. And then the next day you give yourself another 5 to 10 minutes to cry. Like if it has to be that structured and that regulated for you to still maintain everything that you have to get done, or all that is on your plate right now, Aquarius Pisces, do that. Yeah, do that. But what you have to surrender to is, yeah, you're hurt right now. Whatever this was, it hurt. It was painful. Yeah. And it is difficult. It's not easy. This wouldn't be easy for anybody to have to deal with. So again, make sure you're not comparing your pain or comparing your processing to somebody else's. Okay? Yeah. Got the Emperor. You know what? The Emperor can be that energy of wanting to have control. Wanting to control yourself, control your emotions, control the situation. And I think, again, that's what the divine is saying. Nope, nope. I do think that a lot of you play an Emperor role in not only your own life, but maybe other people's lives. They look to you to be the leader. They look to you for a lot of guidance, a lot of support, a lot of direction. And I kind of feel like you need to give that to yourself a little bit more than you give it out towards other people. But even in the surrender, remember what you've been through. Remember what you've overcome. Remember what you've conquered in your past. Remember the 4 swords, the 9 of pentacles. You are abundant. You are self-sufficient. You have everything you need. And you're going to be victorious through this. You absolutely will. 6 of Wands, 10 of Cups before we even got started. So whatever this disappointment was, whatever this pain, and there's Temperance Angel, those are your ancestors showing up here for you. Your angels and your guides helping you. Whatever this is, they want me to say it's a minor bump on the road. It's not stopping your progress. It's not going to stop you from getting to the 6 of Wands or getting to that 10 of Cups. We also had the 10 of Pentacles out here. Like, it's just a bump in the road. So treat it as such, but honor your sensitivity. Yeah, honor your feels right now. They're valid and they're very real and they deserve to be acknowledged. Okay, clarify the star energy for Aquarius Pisces. 4 Cups, which can be a card of distractions. Can be a card of distractions. Thinking and remembering what was before those 3 cups spilled over, before you received this betrayal for some of you, before this whole life-changing and shifting event occurred, before this ending. Oh, some of you are questioning whether there were signs that you missed. Could be. I never connected with the 4 of Cups like that. But that could totally be real. The hand of the divine with this particular cup, this person eyes closed to the signs about these 3 cups. Distracted. So a distraction from your emotional intuition or emotional intelligence around a particular situation. Some of you maybe did miss the signs a little bit. Spirit could have been trying to tell you about this 3 of Cups situation that was about to spill over. Okay, and that's maybe why I was saying, because you know what, I was wondering, I'm like, okay, are they really beating themselves up? But maybe that's why. Maybe you feel like, oh my God, I missed the signs. How did I do this? You know, and starting to kind of beat yourself up a little bit. Try not to do that. All right, it's okay. We all miss the signs. Plenty of times. Yeah, you got the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands, but you now know better. I know that's right. High Priestess, Queen of Wands. Like I said, healing through spirit. It's like now you're going to pay attention to when spirit is talking to you. When your emotional body's trying to tell you something, when your spiritual body's trying to tell you something. You're activating your High Priestess and trusting that guidance. That spirit's not telling you this for fun. Spirit's not telling you this to scare you. Spirit's not telling you this to confuse you. It's to help you and to protect you. Or to prepare you for something that's about to come. So this will help you activate your intuitive ability to read energy from people. Read the room a little bit more. And not mistake your gut feelings and your instincts for anxiety or insecurity or paranoia, okay? Because maybe some of you thought that. Yeah, here come all the queens. Queen of Swords. And the Magician. Yeah, now you'll be able to discern when somebody's playing with you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. When somebody's trying to be a bit of a tricky energy or a trickster. Or now you're going to be able to point out when someone is attempting to manipulate you in some way. Maybe manipulation was a part of this 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords. Maybe you felt manipulated by this person or by the situation. And it's like, now I know better. I know when somebody's setting me up for the okie doke. Oh yeah, you're definitely, that's the growth and expansion from Jupiter. You're definitely growing your intuitive ability and intuitive nature and really starting to interpret the feelings and the signs and the instincts that come online. The 8 of Wands is also my signs and synchronicities card. Paying attention to that. Tell me more about these signs and synchronicities with the 8 of Wands. It's almost, yeah, you were blind to them, and that's okay. I was just about to say, it's almost as if Spirit was trying to warn you that whomever was maybe connected to this 10 of Swords for you, or whatever the situation was about to happen. Or like, this person's going to be a mountain or block. Like, steer clear, arm's length, you know? But 8 of Swords, it's like you were getting the signs, but not either connecting with them as signs, or just unable to interpret them, or not really wanting to believe what Spirit was trying to tell you. 9 of Cups. Clarify the Page of Cups. This is where you have to offer yourself compassion because you are in a learning and growing cycle right now. As we all are in every moment, but this is a big one for you. Okay, because I almost want to say some obstacles and challenging situations are avoidable. Some aren't. Some are destined on your path. You're destined to meet this mountain so that you can learn how to climb. But something about this felt avoidable, or feels like it could have been avoided. And again, maybe that's where you're going back in time and like, dang, how could I have not seen this? I could have avoided this whole situation if I had just done X, Y, or Z. But again, be gentle with yourself, Queen of Cups. Be gentle with yourself, Aquarius, Pisces, all right? You don't know what you don't know until you got to learn it, until you got to know it, right? Give yourself some grace, my loves. Yeah, give yourself some grace. All right, let's go ahead and, yeah, there's the 10 of Cups again. Boom, beautiful space to end on. Yeah, whatever this situation is, it's not stopping anything for you. It's not the end all be all for you. It's not going to block you from being able to be happy down the road or have some sort of foundation or anything like that. It's not going to stop anything. It's just a small blimp. It's a small little bump that you're going to get over, or you're getting over now. You will find peace around it. And you'll know so much. It's like this one little small bump you're going to learn so much from. You've gained a lot of wisdom from. Saturn energy. Okay, let's go ahead and look into this energy. highest energetic outcome for Aquarius Pisces energies dealing with this situation or connected to this energy. What's the highest energetic outcome? And then we'll read what comes out from the book, okay? Highest energetic outcome. That's way too many. Hold on, let's clear this out. These feel a little chunky. All right. Highest energetic outcome for Aquarius Pisces connected to this energy. Okay, you got focus. All right. One thing I love about this particular card is the leopard isn't necessarily focused forward. They're focused up towards the sky. Focus on the divine. Focus and look out for the signs and synchronicities, the messages that come from your environment, from spirit working around you. Okay, and focus on what they're trying to guide you and tell you, yeah? You've also got change, okay? Yeah, big changes happening here for you. You've got community, okay? One more, and you've got fulfillment. So, I mean, either way the coin flips, either way this happens and crumbles, you will be fulfilled, Aquarius Pisces. You absolutely will find fulfillment, okay? And you've got transformation. So, yeah. It's a lot shifting, a lot happening for you. Let's go ahead and read these from the book. Let's start with the C's, change, and then community. So change is here, the dancing clouds. Throughout time, people have looked to the heavens for signs. And in the ever-changing movement of the clouds, they have seen shapes and forms that seem to be direct messages from the Creator. Clouds are shapeshifters. Their essence is the same, but they can change from mist to rain, to ice, to snow, to water. The transient nature of clouds lends the understanding that life is transitory and ever-changing. It's okay to change your mind. It's all right to change directions. You don't need to be consistent. This is the time to put the needs and expectations of others aside and listen to the beat of your own drum. You don't need to follow tradition. Create your own traditions. You are free to express yourself and let your spirit fly. Be daring. Go beyond predictable behavior. Just because something has always been done a certain way doesn't mean that it needs to continue to be done that way. You can't control the exact circumstances of your life, but you can control what meaning you give to them. That's a big one here for you, Aquarius Pisces. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to be carefree, wild, and unpredictable. Okay? So I feel like I saw the Emperor card, how it flipped out earlier, and I was like trying to control the situation. That's what I think the divine is trying to get you to surrender. Okay? Surrender the control. There's certain circumstances that you're not in your control, you can't combat, you can't do anything about. But what you can do is select a meaning to those things that empowers you and doesn't disempower you or make you feel less than or unworthy or all of that. That's the power of the mind, right? What you create in the mind around meaning can change your whole life perspective. It's like looking at the glass half empty or half full. That's all a perspective thing. So you have a lot more power in the situation than I think you're connecting with at this moment, and that's okay. It'll click for you. Let's look at community. You got ancient forest. The towering ancient trees in a forest look distinct from one another. Yet beneath the surface of the earth, their roots are intertwined. The roots act like a kind of communication system throughout the community of trees. Instantaneous messages travel through this underground system. Nutrients can travel on this network. Trees at one side of the forest can supply the nourishment required on the other side of the forest. Danger at one end of the network is communicated to the far end of the intertwined roots. Support is all around you, even if you're not consciously aware of it. Allow yourself to be supported. Give encouragement to others and to yourself. The more you allow yourself to be supported, the more your dreams can come true. If you believe that you have to do it all alone, you will. Your true family is not just blood relationships. Sometimes the strongest family ties are friends who know who you are. Sometimes they are your ancestors and soul family who reside in spirit. This card speaks of finding your community and your people. It's a card of remembering that your people are at your side, believing in you, loving you, and stranding. Ooh, that's a typo in this book. That's funny. And stranding strong and standing strong beside you. Call on your community and ask for their assistance. They are only a thought away. All right. So that's for some of you guys where you're dealing with the past loved one. Like I said, that person is supporting you, surrounding you in this moment, doing a lot of work for you on the other side. All right. Okay, so C and F could mean something because I just connected with that. We got change and community and focus and fulfillment. So CF could be initials or in the letters in someone's name and your name, okay? I never really pay attention to the initial thing, but that seems important. Let's look at focus. Snowy mountain peak. Mountains traditionally represent transcendence and spiritual evolution, the square with the mountain to climb. They also symbolize rising above mundane situations and reaching greater heights. The snow at the peak represents pristine clarity. Mountain peaks are often the destination of spiritual pilgrimages. Many cultures believed that the tops of mountains were the resting points of the gods and celestial beings. What you focus on is what you pull to you. So put your attention on that which is worthwhile. Concentrate on one desire. Direct your intent to one thing rather than being scattered in many directions. When your thoughts and actions are unfocused, it dilutes and diminishes your forward movement. It is much easier to gain results when you are concentrating on one path. Gather your inner resources and with intensity and passion, go forward and upward, and you'll see the results. This is also a card of spiritual transcendence and traveling to higher realms. Stay focused as you elevate your higher consciousness. You are close to the heavenly realms. 6 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Fulfillment, okay? That's why I was getting, this is just a small blip. Small blip, okay? So focus on what you desire. Focus on the good. Focus on the 4 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles that you have, right? Like, make sure you're assigning the appropriate and empowering meaning to what you're experiencing right now so that it lifts you up and doesn't weigh you down. All right, I can't get over that message because it's just so spot on. All right, let's look at fulfillment. The Landen peach tree. The peach tree blossoms early, and because of this, it is often a symbol of spring and the renewal of life. It's also the Chinese symbol of a happy marriage and of fertility. In some traditions, it stands for immortality. Ripe peaches also portend fertility and great fulfillment. In Korean traditions, the peach represents happiness, richness, honors, and longevity. In the Renaissance, peaches represented the heart and love and speaking the truth from one's heart. Fulfillment is at hand. No matter what is occurring in your life, put your attention on what is splendid, pleasurable, and luscious. Find bliss in the moment. Love fully, deeply, without hesitation. Cherish your friendships. Fill your life with people, experiences, and places that give you delight. Let go of people and things that don't feel empowering and that drag your energy down. You no longer need to put the needs of others ahead of your own needs. If you have any health issues, a ripe peach represents a return to better health. Savor your life with gusto and with grace. Experience and embrace life in all its permutations? Permutations? Okay. If you want to conceive a baby, now look at that. If you want to conceive a baby or a new project or start a new relationship, this card is an excellent omen for a great outcome. So there was some sort of pregnancy energy surrounding here, okay? Take it only if it resonates with you. If not, let it be. Don't freak out. But at the very, very least, it's just that's what you got to focus on. Focus on where you are fulfilled in life right now. And that's what will grow and that's what will expand. Don't let the Ten of Swords, Three of Swords energy be your main focus, because then that's what's going to grow and then that feeling's going to overwhelm you and overtake a situation, okay? So it's almost like a fight to stay on the up and up as you do go through this spiritual transcendence. Especially with the double mention of the mountains. Maybe you live near mountains. Maybe you like to visit the mountains for peace and clarity. But the mountain to climb is just a symbol of how this situation is transcending you spiritually. So again, how you attach meaning to the challenges is key here, Aquarius Pisces. Alrighty, my loves. This has been your astrology tarot reading. I hope you found it helpful and insightful and maybe filled with some confirmation around what you got going on or what's to come here for you. Again, my name is Gabrielle and you are tuned in to Cusp of Roses. I thank you guys so much for being here with me in this moment and allowing me to read for you in this moment. It is truly an honor, Aquarius Pisces. Let me know what you did connect with and what resonated with you in the comments down below. And I thank you to everybody who tuned in here live to the chat. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Aurora. Anyone else here? Let me make sure I don't miss anybody. Thank you, Darlene. All right, thank you guys so much for showing love to the chat. I truly appreciate you. I'm excited to read your messages back. And make sure you check out your cusp playlist linked in my description box below. If you enjoyed this reading and you want to check out others, you can just save that playlist to your own personal YouTube channel and shuffle it as much as you want to see what Spirit has to say for you, all right? I really send you all so much love and a lot of courage and a lot of strength and mainly peace, Aquarius Pisces, because you deserve it. You deserve to have peace around this situation, and I pray that that finds you sooner rather than later, all right? We're going to close out with my singing bowl, and I'll catch you all in our next one. Namaste.